Hey, how's it going? Hope y'all doing good. Welcome back, man. We are going to be tapping in for a timeless reading. We're just going to be doing our thing. Yep, just the only download that I got coming into this had to do with, I guess you can call it twin flame dynamics. I don't know if you're into that whole journey. If you're not, it's no worries. This message isn't for you. If you are into the journey, the download I was getting as I was getting ready to come out here this morning was it's something where it's like I feel like when two people are balancing themselves out, I don't feel like there's any one person who's going to be primarily masculine or feminine. I think it's going to be switching as you both are balancing not only yourselves but each other out. And I think the last message I was getting with that was it's really easy to get caught up watching twin flame videos or videos that say DM this, DM that, DF this, DF that. But the fact of the matter is you can resonate with either or none of those, right? So I just wanted to bring it up. It was something that came to me as I was coming out here. I wanted to mention it and just let you guys know. Really easy to get caught up on those videos, but more than anything, I'd recommend just focusing on yourself, regardless of whatever is going on, right? So other than that, I didn't have any downloads. We're just going to go and hop into the reading. If you want to book a personal reading, everything's in the description. I'll never contact you in any way, shape, or form for a personal reading. Only way to book a reading is to send me an email or DM me on Instagram. If you want to see the extended videos that I do after these videos, the Patreon link will also be in the description. And if you want to listen to my music, the link will also be in my description. But that said, man, let's just go and hop to the reading. I almost ended the reading. I almost went into the ending of the reading. I don't know why. Maybe like a cycle is ending for you and starting a new cycle. Let's tap in, man. Say it. Take a deep breath, say a prayer, and hop to the reading. I pray to God, Spirit, my guides, my angels, and my ancestors to help myself, the collective, and anybody watching see the clearest messages for the highest good of all involved in our love, life, and relationships for anything we need to see, hear, and know for a timeless reading. All right, so let's continue. One thing I will mention about Pluto being in Aquarius, I'm pretty sure I got a lot of stuff wrong in the last reading, so I don't talk about it much, but the one I did see a post on Instagram that was talking about this time with Pluto being in Aquarius before it goes retrograde into Capricorn is a really good time to reevaluate your relationship to technology. How does technology play a role in your life? Just look at that. That's kind of what I've been doing. I took a step back from like Instagram and stuff for like a few days, you know what I mean? I usually will post every day, but I decided I was like, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm just gonna get back to myself, maybe go out into the world a little bit. So that could be something that you are working on right now, kind of reshaping your relationship to technology, especially given a lot of relationships are online these days. It can be really easy to get caught up in looking at people's profiles, seeing what's going on, if you're in separation from a divine partner, that kind of stuff. So really, really good to just take a little step back if you need to, right? We got a few cards. Looks like that's all we're really getting. So bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. This came out in the short video. We have the Moon, and we have the 6 of Wands. So we got 2 of Swords, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I mean, how do we even look at this, man? It's something where I feel like, again, I just feel like there's a cycle that's coming to a close. Sorry, my ear is being funky today. I feel like there's a cycle coming to a close. I don't necessarily know if this is you ending a relationship to go in a new direction, you turning your back on something that's been burdensome. This could be the person that you're dealing with stuck in a situation. That was what was coming out in the short video. Somebody being stuck in circumstances or a relationship that they have been trying to get out of but may not have been able to fully get out of. And I feel like that has a lot to do with divine timing. It's kind of frustrating and it's probably not always a fun thing to hear. But I do feel like there is divine timing in play with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is always turning. It's not something that ever stops. The same way that you can miss an opportunity by waiting too long is the same way that you will have to wait for opportunities to come in, but knowing when to take action. So to me, it just kind of seems like right now is a really good time to get in touch with the deeper aspects of yourself. Really get in touch with your feminine energy, regardless of gender or whether or not you resonate with primarily masculine or feminine energy. It's a really good time to balance those out within yourself. How do you feel like you can show up more for yourself right now, especially if you're dealing with a situation like this? You may have turned your back on a situation that was kind of keeping you feeling like maybe you were stuck. It could have been very burdensome, and that's kind of why you're starting to see the wheel turn. I feel like you may be coming out of a situation, but it's this energy of like it's working out for your highest good. It's everything is working out for you in this situation, regardless of how things have happened. This could also be somebody may have turned their back on you to go work on themselves. With the Ten of Wands, they may have realized that the type of energy they were bringing to this connection was not necessarily causing good things. It wasn't really resulting in anything positive. I feel like it was something where it was a continuing cycle where it was just the same repeating burdens, and the wheel kept turning and turning and turning, and it's not the world, but it is very similar energy. Let's go ahead and get off of this though. Let's pull some more cards for this. It's a very interesting energy. I'm like doing my best to put it into words, but I feel like there's just a lot that's not being seen. We did have the moon that came out. I feel like there's a lot that's just not being talked about. I don't know if you're not with this person, you're in separation from this person. Obviously, there's a lot that's not being talked about because there's nothing going on because you are in separation with this person. But if you are in communication with this person and communication is off, it's just letting you know that, yeah, I feel like it's because there is some kind of heartbreak that needs to be healed from. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the situation that's either coming to an end or somebody that has to leave a situation behind to give this relationship a chance. It's kind of what was coming out in the short video. Somebody was stuck in a situation that was preventing them from coming forward towards you, or, you know, even involving themselves in anything new. I will say though, if you don't have any suspicions of that happening, you don't know any information about a situation like that with somebody you're dealing with, don't take this message. Only take it if it resonates. Only take it if you have any intuition surrounding it. I was watching a video yesterday talking about instincts versus intuition, and that has to do with your gut instincts and your just regular conscious intuition, and to find a balance between those two. Try to understand those within yourself. Sorry, my hair is just really all over the place today. But yeah, so if you do know of a situation like this is basically just saying that this person here is trying to get out of that. They're stuck in a situation they may not want to be in. Again, they may have turned their back because they don't want to involve you in this drama. It just looks like drama to me. 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, the moon, you know, like somebody here, they're trying. It looks like somebody here wants to get out of a situation, but there's just a lot that has to be worked through, and a lot of it has to do with divine timing. So we have the Queen of Cups, we have Judgment, we have Ace of Wands, we have Strength, and 4 of Cups. So yeah, I mean, this just really feels like somebody here wants to give things another try. 4 of Cups can be a missed opportunity. Somebody here who is now facing the reality of a situation. That was also the message coming out in the short video. Somebody here who does feel like there is a strong connection here, but it's like somebody's feeling very pulled towards you. And with Judgment here, Queen of Cups and Ace of Wands, I feel like this is somebody who may want another chance. It's up to you whether or not you want to hear this person out. I do feel like they're, you know, not really feeling too great about the situation. We have the King of Cups, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, and the Empress, and the Magician. So I feel like somebody here is trying to manifest this with you. They're trying to get a new start going. It just seems like they don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like this is new territory for this person. Maybe not new territory, but if it's somebody who's stuck in a situation, they don't know how to move towards you because they're stuck. And so it's like they see this, they're trying to manifest this, they want to actually build something here with you, and they feel like this is an opportunity for you both to move past whatever it is that's happened between you two, to move past the heartbreak, to start that kind of new beginning between you both. Because you do have counterparts here, right? We do have the King and Queen of Cups, so there are deep emotions between you both. If that's not resonating, this is you balancing yourself out after a period of heartbreak, right? This is you essentially deciding to make a judgment call to go in a new direction, whether that is away from a situation or towards a new situation, or just staying single to focus on yourself. It looks like that's kind of the energy coming through here for you. So take that as it resonates. Again, this could be somebody wanting to give things another chance, to balance things out between you both, because there are deep emotions and the possibility for this to be a very stable and long-term, healthy, committed relationship. if you set your intentions to do so, I would just release control after that point. Set your intentions and just kind of let things flow as they do. Take action when you need to take action, focus on yourself when you need to focus on yourself, and know yourself well enough to know when to find that balance, right? Let's go ahead and we're going to pull another deck, excuse me. We're going to use another deck and get some final advice. And then I'm going to go ahead and close it out and take it on to Patreon. All right, I'm being called to use the cat deck. All right, so cat deck here. All right, so let's see. Keep in mind this deck does have reversals. I leave the reversals in this deck. I don't do it for all my decks. There's maybe like 2 that I don't do it for. I guess the Oracle decks I don't do it for as well. But basically, yeah, so this would be the only deck that I use reversals. Yep. Unless I accidentally get one with the Golden Dawn Tarot. But I remember when I first started not doing reversals in the Sorcerer's Tarot, I was flipping all the cards right side up in the Golden Dawn. So any final advice, final messages before we take this over to Patreon? Okay. And the Lovers that popped out. So bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups reversed. This can really speak of codependency. This can speak of addictions. Could be addictions getting in the way. This could be... See, to me, this feels like a toxic situation. Speaking on the situation somebody may be trapped in. But I mean, more than anything, I feel like if we're going to focus on you, this is you healing from codependency. This could have become a very codependent connection. You do have the Lovers, so this could be a decision that you are going to have to make, whether this person, if they decide to come back around and they want to work things out, this will obviously be a decision you have to make. King of Swords reverse, Four of Swords, Six of Wands reverse, the Devil, and the Lovers. So yeah, I feel like this is an opportunity to heal whatever it is that's gone on. It kind of seems like somebody here was involved. They may have just had a bunch of options. That's kind of what it looks like. Somebody here may have been kind of living out their shadow. It doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing, but just it's to understand that everybody has that shadow. And this person may have been trying to live out some particular lifestyle, whatever it was. I feel like more than anything, though, this has turned into a very obsessive connection. I feel like that's why we have the Nine of Cups reversed, because it feels to me like somebody here is very, very obsessive over this new beginning here with you that we were seeing. We didn't really get too much past energy, so this could be somebody that you were recently involved with or are currently involved with in some way. Whether or not you guys are speaking, it really just is determined. I don't feel like there is really any talking going on. If there is any talking or has been any talking, it feels like it's very... just feels like a very petty type of energy. This may be somebody who, in their shadow element, they may, excuse me, I can't speak today. In their shadow element, they may be a very petty person who uses their words to hurt other people. And I feel like this is this person healing from that. They're taking the space they need to reflect on that. I don't feel like they're continuing to do this because by taking this healing space, they're actually recognizing that there is a lot of love in this connection. But I feel like, again, it does feel like it can be very codependent. So if you're feeling like you're struggling with codependency, this is something that I would recommend working on, even if you're not in communication with this person, or if you're going to be moving into a relationship with somebody new. Really take time to reflect on why you feel the need to rely on another person for your happiness, for your peace. It's something where you kind of have to learn how to really focus on yourself and fulfilling yourself, like focusing on your happiness, filling your cup, so that way when your cup is full you can give it to another person and not feel like you're missing or giving away too much from yourself, right? Okay, we're gonna pull one last piece of advice and then I'm gonna take this over to Patreon. So last piece of advice here. Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Cups reverse. I feel like there's just a need to heal from this, honestly. Like, really take the time with the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Focus, honestly, to get your finances together. This is kind of what I'm seeing here. This is somebody that needs to, with the Nine of Pentacles reverse. This, again, it speaks of codependent energy. This can be financial struggle. So this is a really good time for you to focus on your businesses. Focus on building your life. focusing on, you know, getting your money up and doing what you have to do to be more stable, right? It's really easy for us to place the blame on other people, especially if these are divine connections, and placing the blame on the masculine or the feminine for not doing or saying or whatever. But I think at the end of the day, man, most importantly, it's really important for you to focus on yourself and to make sure you're holding yourself hold yourself accountable for how you're folding. I'm so sorry. I'm messing up all my words today, guys. I apologize. Hold yourself accountable for how you are showing up in the relationship, how you have showed up in the past, how your codependency and how all these things that needed to be healed are now coming up for you to heal. If you are in separation from somebody and you, without anybody else telling you, know that this is your person and there's no tarot readings that are going to tell you, you have to know that within yourself, then this is your opportunity to heal from abandonment issues. This is your opportunity to heal from the codependency. This is the opportunity to get your finances into a stable space and to get yourself into a stable space. Nurture yourself, and by nurturing yourself, you're going to allow yourself to be able to nurture the connection, right? I'm going to take this over onto Patreon, and we're going to continue with an extended and delve into these energies. But that said, I love you. If you want to book a personal, everything's in the description. I will never contact you in any way, shape, or form for a personal reading. The only way to book a reading with me is to DM me or send me an email on Instagram, by the way, to DM me on Instagram. If you want to subscribe to Patreon for the extended, you'll get all of the extendeds we've done so far. That is in the description. If you want to listen to my music, that is also in the description. But that said, I am going to leave it there. I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next reading. Goodbye.